So, coming onto your back. Oh, it feels nice to lie down. So just have a little wriggle about, do whatever you need to do to feel that connection with the ground beneath. Let your body become heavy. And let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and let it go through the mouth. 2 more times. Feel yourself sink into the mat, the body heavy. These few moments in that yin energy as you let go of the day, whatever it may have been for you, positive, negative, middling, just let it all go and arrive in this moment here, grounded, centered, connected. Before we look to bring any control to the breath or the body, I'd like you to take a scan, physically and emotionally, and just checking in with how you're feeling in this moment. And so as usual with our power yoga practice, we're looking to dig deep and find that strength that you already have. And then through the work that we do, we can build upon that strength. Not just physically, of course physically, but not just physically. Looking to maybe overcome some limiting beliefs, to quieten the negative voice that stops you having a goal. To do it safely, to maybe quieten the voice that always pushes you further, maybe to the point of injury. We're really fortunate in yoga to be able to bring together body, mind and breath, even when we're working on a really strong physical practice like we're going to be tonight. All those principles still matter. Indeed, they maybe matter more than ever. As we look to push you to your limits, you can sometimes forget some of those wonderful principles of non-harming in thought, deed, or word, particularly towards yourself. Losing focus on the fact that we're here to heal, not to hurt ourselves. But we're also here to have some fun and feel good. So we're going to come into the breath a bit more now, engaging your ujjayi. If you know what you're doing with ujjayi, then use the sound and the sensation to help you stay grounded and present. And those who haven't practiced ujjayi before, let's work into that now. So taking a breath in through the nose. As you exhale, let it go through the mouth and say, as if you're steaming up some glass in front of you. Remember that sound and sensation. Take another breath in through the nose and try to create that same sound and sensation, but with the lips gently closed as you take the breath through the nose. Pull the belly down to the back as you engage those deep core muscles, and then take the breath all the way down into the belly. Exhaling powerfully, expelling that air, the slight constriction over the back of the throat, creating that sound and sensation. Pull the belly down. Inhaling again. Exhale loudly, powerfully. Really feel that breath coming into your body via the breath. Pull the belly down. Well done. 2 more. And again. Let's bend the knees. Inhaling. Take your hands round the back of the head, interlace the fingers, give the neck a little massage, lift your elbows up. We're going to pull the lower ribs down as you curl up head and shoulders off the ground. Maybe feeling the bottom of the shoulder blades pressing into the ground still, but working on lifting up as much as you can without bringing any additional tension into the neck. Nice. So we're going to keep this position with the upper body, and then we're going to bring the knees up above the hips. Lower back pressing into the ground. Point your feet away, but flex your toes back towards you. Inhale in. Hold the breath as you press the lower back into the ground, curling the tailbone up. And as you exhale, pull the lower belly down. Take the knees 3 inches forward. Inhale. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Make sure your lower back is on the ground. As you exhale, pull your lower belly towards the ground. As long as you can keep your lower back flat, take the knees another 3 inches in front of you. Inhale. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Stay here if that lower back arches, or if you can keep it down, taking the knees another 3 inches. Then do so, inhale in. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Keep that neck relaxed. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Stay here or go 3 inches more, those legs straightening out. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, bend the knees, bring the upper body onto the ground. Well done, we're off. So good. Okay, bring yourself back up into that start position. We're going to add in some twisting now. Get the upper body involved as well with that twisting. So extend your right leg away. Inhale. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. And as you exhale, take the elbows over to your left knee. Pull lower belly down. Inhale, lift up your left shoulder blade. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, come to center with the arms, extend your left leg away, squeeze that left thigh. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, elbows over to right knee, pull lower belly down. Keep that left leg really strong. Well done, active feet. Inhale in, lift up your right shoulder blade. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, come to center, swap the legs. Squeeze right thigh, hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, reach elbows over to your left knee, pull lower belly down. Well done, keep going. Inhale, lift up left shoulder blade. Keep the neck relaxed. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Nice. Inhale, come to center, swap the legs. Extend your other leg away. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up, and on your exhale, let's go over to that right knee. Well done. Pull lower belly down. Inhale in, lift up your right shoulder blade. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Nice. Inhale, come to center. Switch the legs. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, come over to your left knee, pull lower belly down. Well done. Inhale, lift up left shoulder blade. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, let it go. Well done. Woo! Some juicy core work. So nice. So nice. Take a moment here just to feel that power. Feel the inner strength. It's there. You can't deny it. Your belly is on fire. We're active. We're working those deep core muscles in order to get them active and used to working so that they can support you through some of these more difficult poses where you might forget. We're going to do one more. We're going to get the legs a bit more involved. So cross your left knee over the right. If you want to hook the foot round, hey, when you're sweaty, these wraps are so much easier. I used to practice doing this in the bath. Right, so we're going to bring both hands onto that left thigh. Press the hands on top of one another. Bring the head and shoulders down. Inhale, press the hands into the thighs and then resist. You can lift the feet up if you want or keep them down. And then hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull your lower belly to the floor. Feel that fire. Oh, baby. 2 more. Inhale, press and resist. Squeeze those thighs together. Curl the tailbone up as you hold the breath. Exhale, keep pressing and resisting. Pull your lower belly down. Well done. 1 more here. Inhale, press, resist. Hold the breath. Curl the tailbone up. Keep pressing, resisting. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Unravel the legs. And take a breath out through the mouth. Well done. We've just got 3 more breaths in this abdominal focused part of the class. Okay, right leg over left. Take that foot round if you can, or just press the legs towards each other. Left toes down, or you can lift the feet up. Hands on the thighs, on top of one another. Shoulder blades and back of the head down. Inhale, press and resist. Nice. Hold the breath. Curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pull your lower belly to the floor. Feel your power. Well done. Inhale, press, resist. Hold the breath. Curl the tailbone up. That lower back flattened out. Exhale, pull lower belly down. Keep pressing, resisting. Squeeze thighs together. 1 more. Well done. Inhale, press, resist. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up, keep pressing and resisting, and then pull your lower belly down. Exhale, inhale, release. Wowzers. Okay, so we're creating a nice, healthy back here as we look to work on those deep core muscles. It's so important. So from here, we're going to start doing our spinal rocks. As long as your cervical spine isn't damaged, if it is, just come over and come into a squat position at the top of the mat. But if you like doing your spinal rocks, come up, and I want you to actually bring the feet onto the ground. Start pressing into those feet as you lift the bum. Until you can press, and from your squat, come into a forward fold. Well done. Hanging here in your forward fold. So have a little wriggle about. You know what feels good for you in your forward fold. Keep that Ujjayi breath going. Nice, nice. So maybe you want to bring your hands around your elbows and pull those forearms towards the floor as you feel a stretch into the shoulders, into the sides of the body. Keep the knees bent. But if it feels good, maybe start to straighten up those legs. 20 kilometres on the fells in the last couple of days. I'm enjoying this. Nice. It's hot out there, so let's make it hot in here. We're going to step back into plank. Well done. A bit more core work, but getting the upper body involved. So spread the fingers, middle finger pointing ahead, pressing through the fingertips as you grip on like suckers with those fingertips and also the circumference of your palm. Bring the shoulders slightly forward of your wrists. You've got a nice crease in the wrists, and then turn your inner elbow eyes forward. Keep the head nice and relaxed, the head heavy, the neck relaxed, sorry. Push your chest up away from the ground. Feel that wrapping of the shoulder blades around the sides of the body. Lift your belly button, tuck the tail, squeeze the thighs and reach through the heels. Nice. Feel everything pressing up away from the ground. So ribs and navel in and up. Well done. Inhale, lift your right leg and point the toe away. So the leg is lifted to hip height. As you exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Nice. Inhale, take the leg back. As you exhale, bring the knee to the left elbow, so crossing over the body. Well done. Inhale, go back. As you exhale, take the knee wide to your right elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale as you bring the knee in and push as you lift that knee into the chest. On an exhale, we've got 3 more breaths here. Well done. So push that knee into the chest. Lift. Use your left leg. Well done. 1 more breath. Step the right foot back, push back into downward facing dog, easing out in your downward facing dog. Whew. Nice. You know what feels good in your downward dog. So if you want to have a bit of a move here, that's fine. Just easing things off still as we warm up that core and get the shoulders and the legs involved. Nice. Okay, from here, come back into your high plank. We're going to lift the left leg, point the toes away. Nice strong left leg, nice strong right leg. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Keep the back flat. Well done. Inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, knee goes to right elbow, crossing over the body. Woo! Inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, knee wide to that left elbow. Well done. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to chest and lift. Okay, 3 more big breaths here. Fill up the lungs. Well done. Biceps facing forward. Lovely. Push that knee into the chest. Doing an amazing job. Well done. Okay, and step yourself back into downward facing dog. Come back into your ujjayi if you've lost it. Use it to help you find your center, find that breath that keeps you focused on the present moment. Use the sound and the sensation to keep you here in this moment and in your power. Well done. 2 more breaths in downward facing dog. Holding a more static downward facing dog now. Draw the navel and the ribs up to the back of the body. Well done. There you go, you can feel it. Okay, so we're going to do 3 vinyasas. Inhale as you roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, or bring the knees down to help you. If you need to lower the hips down, keep the elbows bent to bring the chest forward and open, then go back downward facing dog. So even if chaturanga isn't in your practice, let's do this 2 more times. Then give it a go. Come forward, bend the knees, shoulders forward, elbows bent back into the sides, no lower than 90 degrees, and then we lower coming through into your back bend before we push back. Downward facing dog. 1 more time. Linking movement to breath. Inhale. Exhale. Watch the shoulders. Don't lower down past those elbows. Coming through. Press through the feet. Tuck the tail. Chest forward. Shoulder blades together. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Nice. From here, what I'd like you to do is step your right foot wide up to your right hand. Then step your left foot wide up to your left hand and coming into your malasana, your yogic squat. Nice. Keep the heels on the ground. So from here, see if you can bring your elbows inside the knees. I'm going to come forward and show you here. There we go. So don't worry if you're up here, it's fine. You can work up here, it's okay. If you can get the elbows inside the knees, then see if you can press onto the elbows and resist. Keep the spine nice and long. Nice. Okay, now some of you may be comfortable enough to bring the arms out in front. Keep pressing through the heels. Some of you may be comfortable enough to raise the arms up above the head. Maybe sinking a bit deeper. There we go. Nice. Lovely smile, Emma. Oh, nice. So, nice strong hips here. Nice strong core. Draw the navel and the ribs in. Well done. And we're going to inhale as we use those hands to lift up and bring the hands to heart. Keep your feet wide. So we're in a kind of wide leg squat tadasana type arrangement with the legs. Lovely. Take 3 breaths here. Come back into your ujjayi. Bring yourself back using the sound and sensation of that breath. Come back into this moment. Well done. 1 more breath. Inhale, arms come back, and then as you exhale, I want you to lower into your squat. Reach the arms up. Well done. As you inhale, reach up, sit down, exhale, come forward, and we're going to step back into your downward facing dog. Well done. So this is just to practice the move. We're then going to bring those feet wide. Don't worry if your heels are lifted, it's not a problem.
Take the knees out wide. Sit the bum back. And we're going to inhale as you maybe jump into your squat position with a little tap or a clap of the feet. Inhale in and come into your squat. Let's give it a go. Woohoo! Nice. Coming up, inhale in, arms lifted in the squat. Exhale, come up, hands to heart. We're going to try that again. Inhale, arms go back. Exhale, sit down in your squat. Well done. Hands down as you step back. Downward facing dog, the feet wide. Push back. Inhale, bend the knees. As you exhale, a little clap before you come to the top of your mat. Well done. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, hands to heart. One more of these. Heart rate going now. Inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, reach. Hands go down, step back, wide leg, downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, clap the feet and come into your squat. Well done. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, hands to heart. Well done. Coming back into your breath, 3 breaths. Those toes out, feet as wide as your mat. Well done. Okay, arms back, inhale, exhale, lower down into that wide-legged squat. Well done. Bring your hands down and we're going to step back into high plank, the feet at hip-width distance apart. You can go straight back to down dog, or if you want to lower via your chaturanga, modify with knees down if you wish. If you're coming into your back bend, shoulder blades together, heart open, exhaling, downward facing dog. Well done. Lift your right leg, bend the knee, open the hip. That should feel quite nice. From here, what we're going to do is transition from this into side angle. So watch me first of all if you need to. So we're going to bring that knee round. We're going to come forward, shoulders over the wrists, and then we're going to try and bring that right foot just outside your right ankle. Well done. We're going to pivot on the back foot and maybe lifting up into side angle with that hand inside the foot. If that's not possible, come up and bring the elbow on the knee. Make sure your back toes are slightly in so you can press through the outer edge of that left foot. Maybe swinging this arm overhead. Well done. Maybe coming into vinyasas, so 2 hands reaching. Well done. Holding here for 5 breaths. Nice. So just check that you haven't rolled forward here towards the mat. We're still facing the side of the room. Well done. Navel in, ribs in. Legs are strong. We've got 2 more breaths. Keep that front knee bent. And then when you next inhale, use the core and the arms to lift you up. Well done. From here, we're going to come into reverse warrior. So choices here. You can simply take this more traditional variation of reverse warrior. You might want to try bringing your hand along the side of this left hip as you push down, bringing that left shoulder blade down, and then leaning back a little further. Well done. Maybe taking the hand around the back of the trousers shorts, or maybe hooking it around this front thigh. Pushing down as you lift up through the sides of the ribs. Well done. 1 more breath. We're going to straighten up the arms and the front leg. Inhale, reach forward and coming into Trikonasana on the right side. Well done. So don't worry about reaching the floor. That can often mean that you rotate round towards the floor. I'd rather you stayed up and use this hand as a lever. And again, we can go vinyasas, so reaching both arms ahead of you, coming into this really strong variation of Trikonasana. So reaching the arms out in front. Watch that you don't roll towards the floor. Well done. 2 more breaths. Use the arms and the core to lift up. Well done. Going back into your warrior 2. Well done. 1 breath in your warrior 2. And then we're going to cartwheel the arms forward, stepping back into high plank, maybe with your right leg lifted. You can move straight back into downward facing or go via chaturanga, maybe with that leg still lifted, drop it down, and maybe you're ready to come into your upward facing with those knees lifted before going into downward facing. Well done. Let's keep it going. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Well done. And we're going to work on that transition through to your side angle from here. So we're going to swing that leg around, keep the knee bent, come forward and bring that left foot just outside the left hand. Pivot on your right foot, the toes in, and we come into your side angle on the other side. Choices here, you can lift up and you can go Dvipada in whichever variation you took first of all. Well done. Trying not to roll down to the floor, so we want to keep revolving that top side of the chest round, revolving top hip round. Nice. Maybe sinking the hips towards that front heel a bit deeper. Woohoo! Well done. One more breath. And we're going to lift and reverse, keeping that front knee bent. Taking whichever variation you like. So like this, push down and lift through both sides, back of the trousers or the front thigh. Woo. Keeping that front knee bent. Watching that that front knee doesn't come into the centre line. So we want to keep taking that knee out. Well done. Lovely. And we've got one more breath here. Ujjayi. Inhale, straighten up the arms and the legs. And then we're going to reach forward as you inhale and then revolve into your Trikonasana. Well done. So not forgetting about that back leg, pressing through the outer edge of that back foot. Lovely. Using that bottom hand as a lever. Looking really good, guys. Maybe lifting up the arms above the head and reaching them in front of you if you like. Coming into Dvihasta. Oh, this is a bugger. Well done. And from here, we're going to lift up and warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, warrior two. And then cartwheel those arms forward, stepping back into high plank, lifting the left leg if you wish. Make your way back to downward facing dog. We'll all join there. Watch that lower back as you come into your back bend. We're in downward facing dog. Well done. Bend the knees. Walk, step or jump to crow. You choose. Ah, my sweaty arms, I can't do it. No. Well done. Okay, options here. Walk or step back or jump back to chaturanga. If you jumped back to chaturanga, wait. Those in high plank, make your way to downward facing dog. You choose how. Well done. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. As you exhale, swing it through to outside that right hand, coming into your side angle. Reaching the arms forward if you wish. And then from here, we're going to inhale as we come up and go back into your reverse warrior. Keep the front knee bent. So we're doing the same thing. Inhale, straighten arms and front leg. Exhale, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, take Dvihasta if you like. Both arms reach in. Exhale, lift up. Warrior two. And cartwheel forward. Kicking the right leg back, high plank. Make your way to downward facing dog. You choose how to get there. Nice. Come back into your Ujjayi breath. It's so helpful. Well done. Take the feet wide. Let's do that little feet clap that we did at the beginning. Bend the knees. Inhale, and as you exhale, jump with a feet clap and come into your Malasana. Well done. Have a moment here. And then we're going to reach the arms up. Inhale in as you lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Well done. Inhale, arms by the side. Exhale, sit down. Bring the hands onto the floor. Come into your Bakasana if you wish. Let's have 5 breaths in Bakasana. Those who've got it, have a play, maybe bring the head down. Those who haven't got it, what we need is forearms nice and straight. Knees on or above the elbows. Keep the feet on the ground as you tip forward. As soon as these elbows go back behind the wrists, you're knackered. You're going to fall. So we want them forward. You tip the weight forward. Lean into the fear. Okay, from here, walk, step or jump back. If you're jumping back, land in Chaturanga. And then we make our way through to downward facing dog. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale. Inhale, swing that leg forward and open out into your side angle. Going into Dvipada, if you like, arms reaching overhead. Inhale, lift up and reverse your warrior. Well done. From here, we're going to come arms straight, front leg straight. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Another breath here. Take in your Dvihasta if you like. Both arms reaching. Lovely. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale in here as you cartwheel the arms forward, stepping back into your high plank. Left leg lifted if you wish. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Nice big energizing breath in this vinyasa. Going back, downward facing dog. We're going to do it again. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, swing it through. Coming into side angle. Taking your arms overhead if you wish. Legs strong, hips, core strong. Lift and reverse. Bringing that backhand around. Well done. Inhale in here, straighten up the legs and the arms. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, Trikonasana. Take in Dvihasta if you like. Reaching those arms. Exhaling. Inhale, lift. Warrior 2. Exhaling. Inhale. Cartwheel the arms forward. Exhaling. Well done. Inhale here. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Upper body starting to feel it now, yeah? Let's do one more on this side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee. Open up as you exhale. Swinging the leg around. We come into side angle on your left side. Nice. Dvihasta if you like. Reaching both arms overhead. Well done. Press through the feet. Lift up and reverse. The front knee still bent. Well done. Inhale in here. And we're going to straighten up. Exhaling. Inhale, reach. Exhaling, Trikonasana. Lovely. An extra breath here in Trikonasana. Taking Dvihasta if you like. Reaching those arms in front. Well done. Inhale, lift. Exhaling. Warrior 2. Nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to come to the side of your mat. The feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. And then we're going to have the toes out, heels in, and we're going to come into goddess pose. So have a look at me if you're unsure. What you can do, just to give those shoulders a bit of a rest, bring the hands onto the knees and just have a little bit of a zhuzh here. I don't know what we call this, so we'll call it a zhuzh. Nice. Have a little look at your knees and just check that they're over the ankles. That might mean lifting the bum and sending it back. Nice. Now we're going to lift the arms overhead. We're really going to go for this now. Well done. Some of you may be a bit bored here, and so if that's the case, then you could lift one heel. Maybe bring it down. Lift the other. Check core stable. Navel, ribs in, and then lift both. Well done. Oh, I took a breath out the mouth there. Check the knees. Send those knees back. Well done. Come back to your heels. Straighten up the legs. Bring the hands onto the hips and come forward. Turning the toes to face forward. Well done. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling as you fold. Hang out here. Well done. You can bring your hands onto the floor if they reach. Okay, so 10 breaths chilling out here. Ways in which you can chill out is taking hold of those forearms and pulling the forearms to the floor as you fold in a bit deeper, pressing through the outer edges of your feet. You can pull yourself back if the hands come through, like this. And those of you who want to give a little inversion a try, then bring your hands down in line with your feet. Bend your knees, and we're going to create the base of a triangle with your hands and the top of the triangle with your head. Needs to be a triangle. Bringing the top of the head onto the ground. Try and straighten up your legs once you get here. So like in your Bakasana, we need straight forearms, even slightly in front. Okay, lift the heels. Squeeze your thighs. Hip flexors working like crazy, and maybe you can lift up. Even just a tiny bit. Those who struggle with regular Bakasana, you can bend the knees and bring the knees on top of your forearms, maybe on the elbows, and see what it feels like here. Well done. Those who have got those legs out wide, maybe you can straighten them up and lift. Few more breaths of playtime, maybe just a couple, I reckon that's more than 10. Coming back, bring the hands on the hips, well done, and we're going to lift up. Well done. Whew. Okay, so you guys should be in the same position, so we're going to turn those left toes forward. Come back into Warrior 2, and then we're going to cartwheel the arms forward, stepping back, left leg lifts behind. Make your way to downward facing dog. Inhaling as you come through, exhaling, downward facing dog. And let's have a rest. Child's pose. If the wrists are sore, come onto the knuckles, fingers pointing back towards your knees. Push the wrists forward as you lower the shoulders down. A different variation you can do seated. Point the fingers to the ground, push them forward. You choose. So we're going to have some fun with this next arm balance because I'm sweaty like you wouldn't believe, so I might fall over. We'll see. We're quite low to the ground anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so downward facing dog. Pushing back. Well done. Okay, so we're going to have a go with Ekapada Vinyasana 2. So lifting your right leg, bend the knee, open the hip. From here, we're going to swing that leg around, but we're going to keep the foot lifted as you bring that knee just above the elbow. Staying here for 5 breaths, or you can lower down, catch the left ribs with your left elbow. Staying here, arms in chaturanga, and maybe using that back leg to lift. So we're using the hamstrings and glutes on that back leg to lift. Straightening out your right leg. From here, we're going to make our way back into plank, coming through, well, it was chaturanga actually, coming through back bend. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Okay, options here, you can have a rest in child's pose, or if you like, you can come onto your forearms and come into dolphin. Well done. Forearms down, pressing, and then pushing the biceps away. Lift ribs and navel. Legs are strong, so you're pushing into the legs as you continue to push through the forearms. Feel the body stretch. Well done. One more breath here. We're going to rejoin downward facing dog. Well done. And then we're going to come into your Ekapada Vinyasana preparation. So, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. From here, we're then going to bring that knee wide and towards your left elbow. Stay here, or you can bring the shoulders forward, coming into chaturanga arms, catching right ribs with right elbow and lifting that back leg before straightening out the left. Well done. Or staying in the preparation position. That's okay. My mic's wet with sweat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is go back, chaturanga, then come through to your back bend before going back, downward facing dog. Oh baby. Woo! Okay, let's try a jump to the front again. So take your feet wide, bend the knees, push into those hands, wrap shoulders, and then try and jump with a feet clap. Inhale in, exhale, come to standing, and let's bring those feet together. Well done. Let's have a few breaths here, just checking in. Oh man. Okay, so next flow. How are we doing for time? We're good. Okay. Let's come into chair. Exhale as you fold. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. You choose how. A walk, a step, or maybe a jump. Okay, so from here, I'm going to show you this way on. So we're going to lift up your right leg. As you exhale, bring the knee to your left elbow. Keep both hands on the ground and then kick your right leg out to the side. Take a moment here and then we're going to pivot on your back foot as we lift up into your side plank. Then what I want you to do is push the heart up and lift this arm behind you. So it's fallen triangle. It's a bit like Wild Thing, but with the leg underneath. There we go. Lovely. Really strong on right shoulder, core. Feel that right hip squeezing up. Well done. Strong hips, strong core. You're doing an amazing job. Well done. We've got one more breath. From here, bring that hand down. Kick your right leg up, bend the knee, and bring your right foot onto the mat. Bring your left knee down underneath the hip. From here, we're going to come into Ardha Hanumanasana. So half Hanumanasana. Right leg is straight, toes lifted, left knee under left hip. Nice. Shoot that right hip back. Bring your spine forward. So lift ribs forward of the hips and fold. Those who want to go a bit deeper, coming into full Hanumanasana, you can knee toe that back foot away and come into your full splits. Or work on that if you like. Now something I've never been too keen on, but I saw today, if you just come onto the top of that back foot, and then rock from one side and then the other. So rocking on your left knee. Oh, you feel it in hamstrings as you rock over to the right side. You feel it hip flexors on left side as you go over to the other. Then come back into centre and see if you get any further down. Lifting the arms up if you wish. You take whatever works for you. Remember, this is all about balance. So balancing the weight front and back. Balancing strength and flexibility. One more breath. From here, tuck those back toes, come forward. Well done. And then from here, we're going to bring that right foot back on the ground. Should be at the top of your mat. We're going to keep that back knee down. Lift up, taking hold of your right knee. Lift left arm as you stretch the left side of the body and crossing over so you come into your chair, your lunge twist. From here you can lift up high lunge twist if you wish. Nice, you choose. So hips are square. Squeeze thighs together. Shoot that right hip back. Pressing your elbow onto the outside of that leg. Take this variation if that doesn't work for you. Well done. One more breath. Turn to face the mat. Walk your hands forward and simultaneously straighten up the legs, lifting your left leg behind. The legs are in an L shape. We've got this left hand diagonally in front of, diagonally opposite and in front of your right foot. And we're then going to squeeze those legs together as we revolve right side of the chest round, coming into your revolved half moon. Well done. Hips are square, legs are strong, hips are stable, core is strong, so lower back is stable. We stretch the spine forward and we twist. Option here, take hold of that back foot, kick the foot into the hand, look to the floor, use that kicking back into the hand as a way to get you up into your revolved dancer pose. Ujjayi, more important than ever now. In the moment, trust your body. You're fine. Let's overcome those limiting beliefs. We're going to come down, open back out into your revolved half moon. Well done. And then from here, let's give the legs a rest. So from here, we're going to press the hands down and I want you to just jump back enough so that your hands are on the mat. Okay, I know right leg is starting to hurt now. You're doing a wonderful job. Bend your right knee. Kick your left leg higher. Bring yourself so that your shoulders are over the wrists. Bend in the knee, lift the heel. Push elbows, turn inner elbows forward. Push everything away from the ground. Push ribs, navel. Lovely. This might be where you are. Or what you could do is use that top leg to lift you up into your handstand split. Well done. Keep that top leg straight. Keep your right knee into the chest. And maybe you'll get that elusive balance point. Well done. Give the legs a rest. Use the upper body a bit more. Well done. Woohoo! Doing a wonderful job. A wonderful job. And then what we're going to try to do is scissor those legs behind as you bring your left leg down. It can be a bit messy. Well done. From here, actually, we're just going to step back into high plank. Sorry, I'm losing my groove. Bend the knees, sit back into your child's pose, have a rest. If the wrists need a stretch, come onto your knuckles, fingers pointing back, push the wrists away, lower the shoulders, or you can come up and do this. Well done. If you're doing this variation, you can drag that shoulder blade down and wrap it around. Well done. Just as a little bit of extra work on those serratus and your lats. Nice. All about efficiency, making use of what we can do. Never a wasted moment. Okay. Coming back into downward facing dog. Let's do all of that on the other side. So from your downward facing, we're going to lift the left leg. Exhale, bring the knee to the opposite elbow as you come into plank. And then from here, we're going to straighten out left leg. Take a moment here in this plank position to push up. And then you're going to pivot on your back foot as you come into your side plank. Well done. For fun, you might be able to lift that leg. You really have to squeeze that left hip in. For some extra fun, taking hold of your left foot and then trying to bring the foot up above the head as you come into this Vishvamitrasana variation. And then from here, we're going to swing that left leg around behind you. And bring the knee into the chest as you bring your left foot down. Bend the right knee under hip, coming into that Ardha Hanumanasana, your half splits on this side. Now then, those of you who are particularly tight, use this just to release that front leg. Don't feel the need to go for your full Hanumanasana. It's fine. It's just there for those who aren't really getting anything out of this. So if you want to go for your full Hanumanasana, just start knee-toeing that back leg away. You might notice a difference on this side. So what we're trying to do is engage the quads on the front leg to encourage a release of the back of the front leg. And then we want to engage hamstrings and glutes on this back leg so that you can work on releasing hip flexors on that front leg. And we can give this suggestion I tried today a little go. So rocking on your back knee as you sink that left hip down, rocking on the other side as you stretch into that left leg. Oh, baby. Then coming back into centre, the hips square. So a temporary bit of movement there just to loosen anything off that lets you come back into the full position. So all this heat and the sweat is really helpful, particularly the heat in this pose, because we're like meat. When we're warmer, we're a bit more malleable. Okay, just another couple of breaths. So I'm a lot tighter on this side. Just have to be patient. Notice where the tightness is. Maybe you could focus more. So for me here, I need to work on this left leg hamstring flexibility. So if that's the case, maybe holding poses on the left side for a bit longer, where the hamstrings are being stretched, working with what you've got. Okay, so from here, we're going to start bringing that back foot in. If it's in already, then all we're going to do is make sure your left foot is at the top of the mat, and then from here, we're going to lift up, we're going to bring that left knee over the ankle. We're going to lift right arm and cross right arm over the body as you come into your lunge twist. Knee down, or you can lift it up if you like. Something you might want to try here is bringing that right forearm underneath and maybe going for a bind. The sweat really helps. I'll show you this way on. So it's kind of tricky. You're threading this arm underneath. So the sweat really helps. You've got the back of the hand on the belly, and then you find the fingers with the other hand. Super hard, don't worry if it's not there for you. Woo! Okay, from here, release. Walk your hands forward. At the same time, kick your right leg behind. Squeeze thighs together. Squeeze sit bones together. Lift navel, lift ribs. Your right hand diagonally opposite your left. And then with those legs stable, we revolve left side of the chest round, coming into this or this. You choose. Well done. Use the legs, hips, core, lengthen spine. And if you want to come into your dancer, you could take this variation where you take hold of the foot, kicking the foot into the hand. Oh, I'm a bit sweaty. Use that kicking of the foot into the hand. And then lift. Whoops. Oh, having the wall is just a cheat. I'm going to move away. Press through left big toe knuckle. Well done. As you start to lose it, kick that foot into the hand. Nice. Come down. Revolved half moon. Well done. Turn to face the mat. Standing split. So if you found the handstand kicks all a bit much for you, then maybe you can keep working on these legs as you bring your left hand round the left side of the ankle, then the right. Fold yourself deeper. Work with the fear in this way. With those legs tired, your usual habits are going to creep in here. Try and stay with it. Those of you who want to go for the handstand, right leg is strong and you're using that right leg to lift. Shoulders over wrists. Push. Lift that left heel. Keep the left knee into the chest. Right leg strong. Come forward and kick. Well done. Maybe when you get there, you could straighten that left leg as well. Have a play. We've got another 3 breaths. Oh, baby. Well done. Well done. Feel the power. Feel the power. And from here, we're going to bend that left knee. Step back. High plank. Come on, let's all vinyasa together. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Come through. Use it to energize you. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Well done. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Bend the knees. Walk, step or jump to seated and have a lie down. Well done. Woohoo! Oh, okay. Woo. Okay, so we're going to kind of chill out, but still be energized. Still using your power, particularly focusing on back body strength. So we've worked a lot on the hamstrings, the glutes, the core. We've stretched your spine, opened up the chest, shoulders. All wonderful preparation for back bends. Oh, I've got a bit of a shake in my legs. Quite like it. We're going to come into bridge first of all. Let's all do bridge. Don't worry, those who do wheel are going to get a chance in a moment. So, have your feet pointing forward, ankles under knees. Lift your hips. Bring your hands underneath the back if you can and start to walk up onto your upper arms and the shoulders. If you can press your arms down into the ground, do so. Lift your heart, lift ribs towards the face. Tuck your tailbone, and then if you want to lift into hips, do that last. Obviously we're there already, but before you start jutting those hips up, do a little tuck of your tail, stabilise through upper body, and then a little stretch into those hip flexors. So it's a stretch of the front of the body, the back of the body, nicely supported. Well done. You may be able to walk up a bit higher. Let's have another 2 breaths here. Think a front body stretch supported by a strong back body. Strong back, soft front, wild heart. Well done. Release your arms, come down onto the back from the top of the spine. Feel that lower back come down. Do a little rock of the pelvis there. Well done. So, options here. You can go into another bridge and you can maybe explore the one-legged variations. So if you do that, turn one set of toes out and then while still pushing down, lifting the other leg. Having a go here. Use that top leg to lift. Watch lower back. Those who want to give your wheel pose a try, you never know, you're pretty open after everything that we've just done. Feeling pretty strong. Bring the hands by the ears, fingers pointing back. We're going to come into bridge and then we're going to lift the head and come into reverse tripod headstand. This might be where you are. Absolutely fine. Lower the hips, tuck the tail, push the arms. Maybe lower the hips, tuck the tail, push into the arms. And push back. So you're pushing the chest back away from you. Keep that lower back free of compression. Well done. Those who are super comfortable in your wheel pose, turn one set of toes out and then push the other lift the other leg. Well done. Well done. Just protect your lower back all the time. Another couple of breaths. And when you're ready, come back down into your reverse tripod. Release the arms and then bring the back down from the top of the spine to the bottom. Maybe knock the knees together or bring the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. And just take a few moments here to savour the wonderful benefits of your back bend. Feel your heart pumping through your chest. How alive do you feel? Well done. Just another couple of breaths to savour that wonderful feeling after your back bends. Okay, so from here, bring the knees up and draw the knees towards the chest. And then from here, we're going to do one spinal rock. See if you can get back on your feet before then stepping back into downward facing dog. Well done. Coming into half pigeon on the right side. So lifting your right leg, bring the knee into the chest as you come forward. Hinge that right foot just behind your left hand. If you've got a block, you might want to bring it under your right hip. So we want hips nicely squared off to the mat. Your left leg behind. Check that left knee and foot are in line with your right foot. So we don't want this leg all the way out to the side like that. We want this foot in line with the hip. And then we're going to fold. Okay, so continuing to savour your practice now. Keep your ujjayi going. Use it more now to help you meditate with more stillness rather than the moving meditation that we've just been through. Take a moment to notice how you probably, maybe you weren't, if so then you've got a very powerful mind, maybe during the practice so far you've maybe had a bit of relief from all those things that normally occupy your mind that aren't helpful. This can often be why people are drawn to such a yang practice like this, a one that's very active, as a distraction from an overactive mind. Sometimes that can be helpful. Sometimes it can be about avoiding what you need to address. And it's usually in these quieter moments towards the end of the practice that those things start to creep back in. Let the thoughts be there, but try not to become involved in them. Let them pierce your awareness, but don't let them burst the balloon. Just bounce them away and come back into that wonderful ujjayi breath. Coming up onto your hands, we're going to rock onto the right hip and swing the left leg around in front. And then bringing this right foot along your left thigh, the knee out to the side. You might want your block here to support that thigh. And then from here, we're going to lift as you inhale and then fold yourself forward over this left leg. So what you can also try here, if you like, is threading your left arm through and finding that right knee and then reaching your right arm overhead. As you pull on that knee, you can maybe reach towards your foot. Keep the ribs and the navel in and breathe into the right side of the body. So just to show you that transition, The right arm lifts, left threads through to find your right knee or thigh, and then you reach right arm over. Keep the neck relaxed. Coming up, and then from here we're going to bring your left shin in front, cross that right leg behind, coming into your half pigeon on the other side. Once again, making sure your left foot is in line with your right hip, right knee and foot. The hips are square, and we fold. Delicious stretch for the back of that left leg into the outer hip. Think about when that leg was squeezing up in your side plank with that leg crossed underneath. All that squeeze in there now being released through your amazing pigeon pose. Just another breath or two here. And then we're going to come up onto the hands. We're going to rock onto your left hip as you swing the right leg around. Right leg directly out in front, and then the left knee bent with the foot inside the thigh. Check that you're nicely squared off over your right leg. Inhale in as you lift, exhale as you fold. Lift the ribs and the navel up, scoop the belly up, reach the crown of the head forward and folding forward. Taking hold of the shin, ankle or the foot, depending on your flexibility. Those who can grab that right wrist, do so and kick the foot into the hands and fold. Nice. If you want to come into that side bend variation, then take your left hand up above, thread your right hand through, take hold of the knee and revolve around, reaching for your right foot with that left hand. I'll show you like this. If you get hold of the foot, kick the foot into the hand and revolve around, using your right hand on that left knee for balance. Well done. Relax the neck, relax the face. Coming up, and then from here we're going to bring both legs out in front, really chilled forward fold. Bring your hands onto the thighs, a little bend in the knees, or just have the hands on the floor, nicely relaxed, palms up, and we're going to inhale as you lengthen forward, exhale as you round the back and just fold yourself forward. Make this very restorative in nature. Try and relax the thighs. And then from here, slowly bring yourself up. And we're going to recline back. Bring the knees up, the feet as wide as your mat, arms out to the side. Let those knees fall over to the right. So we're creating a twist here using the legs. Using the hips, sorry. It might be nice for you to bring your right foot up on top of that left thigh, placing a bit of extra weight onto your left leg and thereby encouraging that left hip up ever more. Nice big breaths here. Lift your ribs away from the pelvis. Oh, well done, guys.
Let's exhale for a couple of counts longer than the inhale. Really starting to settle everything down now. Taking the exhales through the mouth. Let's bring those knees back up. The feet are still wide, and then we're going to let the knees fall out to the left. Keeping the shoulder blades on the ground. Feel that right hip lift. Maybe bringing your left foot on top of the right thigh. The increased weight encouraging that right hip to lift a bit more. Let everything soften. Exhales through the mouth. A couple of counts longer on the exhale than the inhale. 2 more breaths. And then bringing those knees back up to center. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Bring the nose up to the knees. Squeeze everything out as you exhale. Every last bit. And inhale as you release into your Shavasana. Have a wriggle about there. Take those feet a bit wider than the hips. Let the feet flop out to the side. Give the legs a little move side to side. Arms reaching down the body, palms facing up, or maybe bringing the hands onto the heart. Maybe one on the belly, one on the heart. Give the head a little rock side to side. And we're going to take 3 tension releasing breaths as you settle back in as you did at the beginning. Inhale in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. 2 more. Finally, you get to lie down. Oh, you've worked so hard. So now, more than ever, let yourself sink, become heavy. Balance out all that lightness, activation, power, heat, with some lovely soothing yin. Cooling, heavy, receptive. Feel the body sink into the ground. No longer controlling anything to do with the body. Taking a scan of the body, and wherever there's a holding on, you soften it with your inhalation before asking it to release on your exhalation. The breath is doing its own thing. Trust your body to breathe. Let go of any need for control. Be still. Those of you who wish to stay here for longer, just drown out the sound of my voice. Enjoy your well-earned Shavasana for as long as you need, and I'll see you soon. Those who are ready to come back into the body, first of all via your breath. Take that breath deep down. And as you exhale, feel that breath spread through your whole body, going to the top of the head and down to the fingers and the toes. Starting to move your fingers and toes, working into the ankles, the wrists, the elbows, the knees, shoulders, hips, giving the head a little rock side to side. Enjoy how amazing your body feels. Maybe taking a lovely big full body stretch as you reach the arms overhead, the feet out in front. Bend the knees and coming over onto whichever side feels good. Take a moment there just to make sure that you're back in the room, that you know where you are, how you are. Using that top hand, press yourself up to seated, coming into whatever comfortable seated position works for you. Bringing the hands together into prayer position in front of the heart. We'll finish with some gratitude. Take in a lovely, delicious big breath in. As you exhale, let's be grateful for the sunshine, this amazing, bright, warm, summery energy that's around at the moment. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to bring to mind a challenge in your life right now, a one that's preferably not resolved. And let's send gratitude to that challenge for making you strong, for helping you find different ways of being, to bring you back into harmony and balance. And now as you take another breath in, bringing to mind something, anything at all in your life that you're grateful for. Exhaling that gratitude out into the world. Let the world know how pleased you are that you have that thing, person, maybe that quality about you that you love and appreciate. And so we'll finish with a breath together. Inhaling and exhaling, gently blinking the eyes open. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me tonight. You were amazing. Namaste. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you so much for tonight. You worked so hard. I'm loving the sweaty faces. It looks great. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks to YouTube.